What's the name? How about we start with this? Okay. Let's go straight into this.
Okay.
So a friend of mine is a therapist.
Okay.
Well renowned.
Okay.
No one knows why we're laughing. No one knows why we're laughing. Okay. What's his name? Anyway, so we linked up again. Hi. So and so put me with your podcast. It's been a long time. How you been? So on. And then we got the conversation. So the conversation was being bored. Okay.
Okay.
So apparently, subhanAllah, there's a medical term for it, but I do not remember what was the medical term.
You didn't remember the word renowned, so
exactly.
yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate it. Again, no one knows what's going on. Okay.
Yeah.
It's called the seeking system.
Okay.
So she was talking about the study that she read about why do people get bored of work?
Why do people get bored of work?
So apparently is that your brain is trying to tell you, yo, I'm not interested in this. I need to go do something else.
Okay.
And this is built into your brain since you are a kid. So it's the example, one of the examples she gave me from this author, which I looked it up, he was talking about toddlers. So a toddler, you give him a toy, he'll play with the toy for a little bit, and then he'll go get your car keys.
Mhm.
Okay.
And just chill with the car keys, being all excited.
Yeah.
He already got bored of this toy, right?
Right.
And you are the same thing as you grow up. It's your brain telling you, hey, you need to seek more things. You need to go look at different things. You need to evolve.
Okay.
Go learn something new. Your brain is hungry. And so when you get bored doing the same thing over and over again, it's just like the kid with the toy. You're done with this.
Okay.
You need some sort of change.
So far, there's so much.
And like she was giving me like a full breakdown. It's a long thing that I don't want to really go through, but it goes like back to like how like Chef's gonna love this. How the state of the world is right now with capitalism.
My eyes are lighting up.
We basically like
Said the magic word.
Yes.
Okay.
I know how because of capitalism, how we decided like you know what, let's make
It's all happening.
100 of one thing. Before it used to be like, you know, one guy doing one thing. Now let's do 100 of that thing that's mass produced and sell. And then it became, there was more jobs. Yes, more people could get to work, but people were just going to work. So before when you had, like, for example, if you own your own company, right? If you're stable, you're just there, you're relaxing, you're doing your day to day, you're making your money, you're enjoying yourself. You're not feeling bored because everything's it's a new thing that's happening to you because it's your own core business. But if you're doing it for someone else, so if I hire you as, I don't know, administrator, and all your tasks are basically just review papers, sign off, make sure that everything's flown properly, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be okay for a while, and then you'll be like, yo, I wake up every day, I go to the same place, I do the same thing, and your brain just gets tired. It's like, yo, go do something. Go get an activity.
There's a signal somewhere in your head telling you, you know,
You need change.
get the fuck out of here, basically.
Well, not get the fuck out of here. You need change. You need something else. That's why you see some people like, you know, they go to work, then they go to the gym after, or they go do something else. You know, they have some sort of sport or whatever. It's so to keep the brain just learning. Because if you're not feeding it, then it's just like, I'm not gonna say dying.
You're keeping it engaged, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like a dog.
Okay.
You need to keep them engaged all the time. Keep them all like their brain just thinking and plotting, just like a child. I'm like a dog. I mean, exactly, just like a child. You have to keep teaching them. The more you teach them, the more they learn, the more they want more. And the same thing, your brain is asking you for more. So the question was, are you bored of what you do? And I was like, no, I'm not.
Wow. Okay.
Right?
That was a long way to get to that
Yes.
question. Great. Okay.
And the question was, why aren't you bored? And I was like, I used to be bored when I knew I'm clocking in and I'm doing the same thing over and over again, even though I was management. You know, I'm clocking in, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I'm not using my full potential. I'm doing this job because it's the job that I am really good at, but it's not what I want to do. But now when I'm in a position, alhamdulillah, that I can to do whatever I want to do, I do not feel the time.
Yeah.
Like, hold up.
Yeah. Let's
Yes, I just remembered.
okay, let's jump into this really quick.
Because I was gonna say something to Umzi, but then I remembered I didn't give a shout out to nobody.
We haven't gotten there yet. This is way too interesting of a start.
Hey, welcome to Past the Kabsa. It's your boy Ida. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 86. Thank you all for joining us. I got the homie Turkey right behind me.
Yo.
I mean, I'm sorry, Turks, not Turkey. And I got the homie Shamsi right next to me.
Yo.
I got Umzi right behind me. I got Ibrahim right behind me. I got Z right behind me. Shout out to Homie Z. Shout out to Homie Z. The guy who didn't release the album yet. Shout out to Homie Z. Shout out. Thanks for everybody joining us. We appreciate you being here. Shout out to our tens and tens of listeners. Shout out to our tens and tens of viewers. We appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for coming out and hanging with us. Anyway, so
Question.
Umzi sent me a message on Friday
Okay.
because we were supposed to meet up. And I was trying to export some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not feel the time.
Okay.
Like at all. Like I did not feel anything. Like, okay, I was struggling to export what I wanted to export, but an hour, 2 hours didn't mean shit to me because it felt like it was the same 2 minutes.
You're so engaged in the task.
Exactly.
Yes.
Even though it's a problem that I'm trying to solve, I'm still engaged because it's something that I want to do.
You're
It's something
interested.
I want to learn also.
Yeah.
And so it got me to think like, how I was and where I am today. And one of the things that I have today that I didn't have back then is more confidence in myself. I had confidence in myself to get things done, but there's a different level of confidence when you're like, I'm going to take this long ass fucking shot and hopefully I'm going to make it. And if I don't, it'll be worth its fucking while.
Because of the journey, because of all
Exactly.
the things I'll have to go through.
Like I would walk into a thing knowing that it's going to be a problem, that there's going to be some issues, or it's going to be, it requires a learning curve. But I'm mentally ready to learn. I'm mentally ready for that challenge.
You're ready. You're embracing it. You're already anticipating it. You're already looking forward to it.
So the way, not only that, it's not only looking forward to it. It's like you build this thing in your system when you tell yourself, when you tell your brain, like, okay, what's our limit? That's our limit. Let's go behind it. Let's see what's out there. Let's fucking shoot for the fucking stars and see what happens.
Okay.
And so I'm always with that mentality of just trying to go real fucking far. Even though, like sometimes I would tell yourself, like you guys are like, relax. Like,
all the time.
Yeah, he goes, he knows.
Very often.
Exactly. Like, I'm like, just watch. And fucking amazing where we are today.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So like, it's amazing to see that, like to actually like start realizing that. But at the same time, like I do not know how to tap into it. Like I know it's there. I just have to trigger it. I just do not know how to trigger that. I just know that, I'm going to go real hard and I know somewhere, somehow it's going to click with me. But here's the issue. So I'll tell you why this conversation was had. The issue was, what's the sacrifice?
What's the downside?
Yes. So
What is the price?
stress is one, and which is basically the main one. The nonstop pressure that I'll put on myself, telling myself, don't sleep, keep working.
And all the after effects, all the fallout, all the consequences of that stress.
So she's like, well, when you do that, you're putting all this pressure and your brain's responding. But what you're doing, you're also killing your organs. You're depriving yourself from relaxing, from sleep, from rebuilding. And so you're like internally slowly killing yourself, just trying to get to that next level.
Yeah, that's something you really need to work on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm glad you had that conversation, actually.
FYI, didn't learn shit.
Of course.
Okay?
Of course.
FYI.
You know
But
facts now.
Exactly. But it's good information to know in order for me to tell myself something,
Exactly. You know facts.
Yeah. So I was saying, like, okay, my brain tells me go, 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 go.
But my rest of my body.
Yeah, but like my body needs to sleep. Like, how am I supposed to respond to this? Because I have huge fucking insomnia. And I can't sleep for shit. I sleep like a fucking cat. I sleep and I keep waking up every 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if cats do that.
Always
but anyway.
always in a corner, always, in a fetus position.
Yes. Licking myself.
Yes.
Anyway.
Wow.
What was I
That's a
supposed to say?
sight I never wanted to imagine.
Anyway, so you can't, because you're sending these signals to your brain.
I think you can, but it requires from both ends an active force of will.
With any practice, you can.
But you get my point? Like for you to get to that point of triggering your brain and chasing that next, that beyond, and always trying to push it. In order to get to that point, it requires an active force of will from you to push for yourself in that route. Because a lot of people are too scared to do that. A lot of people don't even know how to start doing that. They're just very used to their comfortable everyday, day in, day out, where they are bored at work and they're just looking for distractions. And this is their thing. They don't really start thinking about, okay, I'm not happy here. What am I doing about it? What do I actually want to do? What do I actually want to pursue? So that's level number one. The awareness that you're not content, that you're not satisfied, and you want to do something else about it. Now, this next step is actually figuring out what you want to do. Now, the third step is pushing yourself to actually do it on a regular basis. That's what you're talking about. That's where you're at.
Here's the thing about the comfort part. So I learned early on that being comfortable doesn't teach me anything.
Being comfortable is bad.
Exactly. Before I was comfortable. I had a high-paying job. I was relaxed. I was kicking it. I wasn't even looking at the future.
But what next? Exactly.
Exactly. But when I got to that level, I started looking like, okay, what's available for me? Then I saw how low the ceiling was. I thought I had miles to go, and it turns out it was just like 500 meters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Salam alaikum.
So I understood early on that I'm only gonna learn and adapt and become better,
Okay.
or at least I will have more value if I push myself out of my comfort zone. And so when I learned that, I went from there and I moved on,
Yeah.
but never paid attention to that part.
The part where, okay, I can't really do this. I can't really be on all the time. I can't be switched on 24/7.
Because I was looking to be switched on 24/7.
Because you're going to get burned out.
Here's the thing. So I was like, how am I supposed to tell myself to go to sleep? Because on Wednesday, when we left Umzi's, was it Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday. I was exhausted. I told you guys, I'm done. I need to go to sleep. I walked in here and my brain just turned back on again. I didn't start working for the next 3 hours.
Fuck's sake, bro.
Like I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't. Like the second I walked in here, my brain knows it's go time.
Then you need
and it's just like, I swear I had this energy that came the fuck out of nowhere.
Then
You need to what?
just like a dog, you need to train yourself sometimes that you need to switch off.
By the way, you train a dog. Dog doesn't train itself.
No, I mean, there's training involved,
Is there anything that you feel the same way about Shamsi? Is there anything you get lost in? Khalas, you just don't realize what time it is.
At various points, and yeah, definitely. At various points in my past, I had various interests that I find myself lost in.
Creeping?
I mean, that was one of them, maybe, perhaps.
Reddit is not an interest.
No, it's not about Reddit. It's about finding a specific thing and wanting to learn the most you can learn about it, or pursuing a certain interest or certain.
Okay, so it's like مطالعة.
It's تعمق في موضوع ما الأمك دخل فيه.
Yeah.
That's
Shamsi. Yeah, that's Shamsi. Come on, what are you talking about? Yes.
German military history from the 1870s. Tell me more.
Yes,
Tell me
exactly.
more. I want to know more about Prussia.
They breathed air. Really? What kind of air?
Yeah, but that's just me. It's not something that I try to look to use as much as I find the thread of interest.
Intriguing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I keep
When you're in that zone, do you ever go like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep right now. I'll continue this later.
Shamsi passes out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, exactly. You pass out of exhaustion.
At some point, yeah, things just start crossing into each other, and you just can't see anymore properly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you exhaust yourself.
But that's the thing. Like for me, it's not something I'm able to pursue on a regular basis because of everything else that I have going on.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Yeah, I can relate to that.
yeah,
Yeah, but
you know what, you have the ability to put your full focus and energy on something and have that clarity of thought and okay, and this is something I should be doing.
Yeah, but I disagree with you on that, on one thing. One of the things that I always complained to you about one of the things was that you would, for example, me and you would watch the same thing about like the German military,
Prussia.
right? You would do it as something that out of interest. I would look at it for things that I can understand and apply somewhere else. Okay, this is a bad example. Not German military. I just remembered.
I'm just saying.
No, like I search for creativity in things.
Okay.
You just look for information. And I always tell you, I was like, yo, what are you going to do with this information? Because there's a side of
regurgitate it to people who are in.
But here's the thing. There's a side of your brain that you still haven't unlocked. Like to me personally, as your boy who knows you very well,
I'm positive that there's more.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Like self-respect,
self-love,
What's new? There's like this huge creative side in your brain that you really haven't really tapped into. Because I'm not gonna say you've been, because fuck it. You've been programmed.
Yeah, I have. Tell me more about my programming.
Like we always tell you, you are, what was the example, Turks? You are the result of your books that you read or something like that? What would we say?
Oh, yeah.
You always tell me I am not a funny person.
No,
Yes,
that's a fact.
no,
That's a
that's a fact.
fact. That's a fact.
I don't believe
No,
that.
That's one of the constants of the universe.
Okay.
Basically, you are the end result of all the books that you read, right?
Okay.
But again, you're just reading books.
No, okay.
You're not taking out certain values to apply.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'd like to think.
That's your problem. You like to think. Let's
Yeah.
talk about facts here.
I'd like to think that what I consume, like all of that, is stored within me somehow, and I'm able to, let's say, maybe not find the right way of putting it to use, but I'm able to use that and tap into that if the time is
That's the wish.
That's I remember the quote right now. Your thoughts are what was it?
No, that was a long. If that's the one that you have in mind, that's a.
Your thoughts are the collection of the books that you read.
Yes.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. You have collected so much information,
Okay.
but what the fuck are you gonna do with it? That's the question. That's the question that I'm still friends with you, just trying to figure out what the end result of this is.
You just.
What are you?
Yeah,
I'm
too invested in this right now. I can't just leave. No, there's a lot of information in this mind. At least
I need to see where it's
Yeah.
gonna go.
this has to end up somewhere.
So the question that I always have is that, okay, I'm going to my job, all right? And where I am right now, I'm comfortable at going in and just giving 1,000%. But I look at you and Turks, and I ask myself, why do you guys still go to your jobs? Besides paychecks.
Yep.
Okay, besides survival.
I mean,
Like, put that aside.
there is the
Well,
career
well-
aspect of it, but then again, that's
Is it really a career aspect? Or is it that you just working a job hoping to get somewhere else? Facts.
yeah for me.
Yes. Even Turks. What are you
Sure.
talking about?
Listen, and I think we both know, I think, at this point where we're supposed to be going. But I think at least I speak for myself, I'm not completely satisfied with what I'm looking towards.
Okay,
You
hello.
know?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about now you do get up and go to work. What's your motivation?
Yeah. Do you have a passion for what you do?
That's what I'm asking.
Now?
It's not about the future. I'm talking about like now, as you wake up tomorrow morning to get to office, what is the vibe from leaving the house and getting to work? Is it I'm looking forward to this, or is it I'm smoking a cigarette until I get to the office? And then when I walk in, I'll pop open my eyes, have a coffee, and then I'll start waking
No,
up.
it used to be I'm looking forward to this. It used to be.
Now it's
Yeah.
just
We're talking about today.
GTA, oh,
Today
shit,
it's
here
not.
we go again.
Yeah, it's not that enthusiasm, that sense of purpose is no longer as strong as it was.
Do you think if you got another job somewhere else, it would change that? Do you have a job in mind saying, yo, if I have this job right now, I'll wake up early happy, I'll go to work happy.
Well, you see, I think at this point there is no other job because the grass is never really greener, is it? If I'm finding issues here, if I'm finding a lack of purpose here, I'm going to probably find that somewhere else. Whether that's a structural issue, whether it's a personal issue, whether it's just I'm not clicking here. There's always going to be a problem if I'm always going to be looking for a problem. If I'm always not going to be satisfied with what's
We're not
around
talking
me.
about the workspace.
No, I'm talking about in general sense of purpose. I
You
what
will
he's
get
saying.
married to someone and you know that there's flaws with this person and you also have flaws. That's not the problem.
Yeah, but there's a sense of acceptance there as well. You're not perfect. The other person not
Okay,
perfect.
so let's say, for example,
But here there's the sense of drive. I think that's what you're going towards. The sense of what is driving you. What is the,
what's waking you up in the
Exactly.
morning
What's the fire?
besides the alarm?
Yeah. What's the fire that you light up under your ass? What keeps you running? Right now, it's not my job. I'm telling you that.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
right now
enough.
it's not my
Yeah.
job. It's plenty of other things. It's not my job.
Paycheck.
Yeah, like my job is a paycheck. That's what it is right now. talking about right now. So
By tomorrow, Shams is getting fired. So if anyone is looking to hire,
I mean,
joking.
it's something that you do try to put your energy in. Sometimes you feel it's rewarded, sometimes it's not. Then you realize, okay, what do I really care about? And that's where you get to level 2.
See, the problem with jobs is that you never really have control.
Unless you're doing something of your own.
No, I'm talking about jobs
Yeah.
here. I'm not talking about careers.
Mm.
I'm not talking about having your own business. I'm talking about a job, just
Yeah.
a job.
You think you have influence. Funny that you think.
Yes.
Funny.
Very,
Haha.
very good. That you have thoughts. Nice.
Yes.
Mia.
Feelings too.
Yeah. Oh, keep those. They are useful.
Yes. For your family.
We have bathroom. You can use
This is the cry room.
tissues. Very, very much nice. But no, you really can't. You can't direct shit. At the end of the day, it's not yours to begin with. So your influence is going to be limited to the people around you, even if that.
But the motivation, it either comes from yourself, that this is what you want to do and this is what you like to do, from rewards, basically. That's giving your motivation in other people's hands. Like, you motivate me to do what you want me to do,
Mm.
which at the end of the day is not what you really want to do.
It could be a sense of purpose. I'm doing something bigger than
that's
myself.
Option A. That's something you want to do for yourself. That's something that you motivate yourself towards
Yeah.
because it's something you want to do.
We are in a position now that's different than all the years before. Before it was, hey, Saudis don't like to work.
Mhm.
That was what was embedded into our heads by all these fucking companies.
Saudis are lazy.
Saudis are lazy.
Yeah, Saudis are slackers.
Exactly. I don't want to hire Saudis. I used to have managers that would say that.
Straight up.
Yeah, straight up. I don't want to hire Saudi. I can't hold them down. And when you ask why you can't hold them down, it's like, oh, yeah, because I need someone that I know and actually do. He won't say no.
أكرف وكرف الكلاب.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Yes, that was the problem.
And that's still a problem.
But facts.
Yeah.
But now you have a new generation of, not even a new generation, this generation that's growing up right now. They're looking at themselves like, okay, I want to be this. I want to be that. And they're actually going and pursuing it.
And they actually have opportunities.
Exactly.
That never existed before.
So now the question is going to be, are we shifting toward a new idea of what jobs are or what jobs are Saudis looking for? Or is it what is available in the market? Because before it was what's available in the market.
I mean,
True.
I think right now that's a personality thing. I think for a lot of people, they could have the opportunity to go and pursue the thing they really want to do, but there is a mental block that is stopping them, and it's a mental block that's self-imposed. I'm scared of failure. I'm scared of not succeeding.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones who are actually going
not
ahead.
having the safety nets.
But I'm talking about the ones that are going ahead. You see their profiles. They're very invested in what they love to do.
And their passion shows.
I mean, look at photographers. Remember when the wave of photographers started?
And it's still there.
No, it's not. Thank God.
Died out?
Thank God it died out. Before there was a wave, everybody had a Canon. All right, every single person
I remember that.
had a Canon.
My brother had one.
And I had a Canon.
I'm telling you, everybody.
Yep.
I had one.
Yeah.
I still got it up there.
You use it. He doesn't.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Everybody had a fucking camera. And people would complain like, oh, look at all of them. They're trying to be photographers now. And the normal thing where people try to take down what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And I always said, I was like, yo, in a couple of years, it's going to get watered down. And you're going to have these fucking experts.
Yeah.
Who know exactly what they're doing. They understand their shutter speeds, their ISOs. They understand every single little detail. And now, when you go and look, we were doing a list for photographers. We saw amazing fucking shit from these local people that a lot of people don't even know.
True.
They don't even have the following. They don't got the numbers to back them up.
They're all in bubbles.
Also, FYI to all you photographers with fake followers, it's very obvious. Just giving you a shout out real quick. Yeah, it's not 30,000. I guarantee you.
Might be.
Nope, it's 800.
Yeah.
So what's the name? Now we got all these people who are very good at what they do. Now the question is, how do we use them? Now, normal corporate companies, they're not going to give two shits. This is going to fall on the marketing agencies.
Oh, no. They will give you exposure.
Okay, no. I'm talking about actual corporate companies
Okay.
who are trying to do corporate videos. They're not going to care.
Yeah, you're too small.
Yes.
Unless you are doing something that pops out of the radar in a way that makes you get noticed, which is rare, not something that happens often.
You want to shift the conversation to something that I just thought of right now that I think is going to be very important in the next couple of years.
What's that?
It's, let me just put the words in my head. Okay, I'm there. So right now, goes back to the conversation we had last time about the Ministry of Culture and what it's pushing and so on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Setting guidelines.
Hello.
Being a leader.
So right now we have all these photographers, right?
Okay.
We have all these models.
Okay.
We have all these fashion, I don't know, let's say experts. They're not. Okay, some of them are.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, some of them are.
Yeah, you have plenty that are.
All right. So anyway, you have all these people.
Okay.
And all these people are getting the exposure right now through the projects that are coming through the government.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I right with this? Or am I off?
Yeah, sure. There's a lot.
It's available.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people involved.
Mhm.
Okay, so good. So now we have all these people and they're getting the exposure because of those programs. What's going to happen when those programs basically become their own identity and their own entity and then move on? Well, what's going to happen to those people?
What are those people going to do?
Exactly.
I mean, I think there's going to be two roads down leading from there. Either you're going to find an opportunity and jump on it and create something or build something or collaborate on something new,
That's one thing.
or you're just gonna find your bank account looking very late.
So it's either that or nothing. Is that what you're saying?
Like, what are you gonna do? Because at some point, I think we can't rely on things being done for us forever. Right now, what is happening is we are watching a blueprint being built. We're watching a blueprint being played out and set in place. We need to be very aware of what's happening around us, and we need to keep an open eye on what's happening around us, because this is an opportunity for everybody. I'm not talking just about creatives. I'm talking about everybody.
You say it's an opportunity, but I need you to explain how it's an opportunity.
It's an opportunity because things are happening that have never happened before. We are tapping into markets that have never, existed before.
Okay, so let's talk to them real quick. This is how I see it. If you right now you're getting the right exposure from all these programs, it is also still your job not to be content with what you have right now. Those programs could be over, and they could be their own thing and move in their own direction. You might not be a part of it. You need to grow your own brand.
You need to be hungry.
No, you can be hungry, but you need to think as a business. Don't think of yourself as just this one thing. You need to be out there. You need to be more involved in the community, the creative community, as we see, like, with Meshtel, with a lot of other places. I'm only shouting out Meshtel because other places don't like us. All right. You have that opportunity to mingle with other creatives and then get jobs done.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When these programs are gone, the people who actually are taking it very serious right now, for example, Nof, shout out to Nof.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the great photos. I mean, she's taking it extremely serious.
Yep.
That person later on, it's a go-to. Why? Because I see him everywhere. I see her everywhere. Right?
I see them putting in the work.
Exactly.
Yes.
These people are active. They're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll go back to them because these are the people that you saw very, very active.
They're references.
Yes. The people who already made it, I'm not going to mention names, and just stop. Now they're selling their pictures. All right. Their time is limited. Their time is very limited.
Because at some point, somebody else is going to come, and then people are
Yes.
going to notice, okay, why am I giving this person, whatever, smoke that I'm giving them?
Right now, the creative community here is doing something right. Personage. Shout out to Personage. What I love about Personage, every time they do a video or they do anything,
It's creative.
at the bottom of it, if I finish my sentence, at the bottom of it, they give you the breakdown of everyone that's involved in it. The models, the
Yeah.
photographers, the
Go for
creative
it. They're
directors,
giving credit.
the producers, whoever is involved in this, the stylist, whoever was involved in this little thing, you're going to find all their names at the bottom. This tells me, as Adil, if you're doing something, I know I can go to that, click on it, and see who worked on those projects.
So I can actually go and get those people engaged and involved in whatever I'm trying to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a person is doing something very simple as just putting people's names. It's also a directory for you to
True.
know
Very
who's
true.
doing what, who's involved in what. Oh, I like this little, campaign. I enjoyed it. Who was involved in it? You get the whole list. You see people, what they're doing. That should be more and more and more in our industry. But the problem is that creative places and people that are in tune, like Personage, they'll do that. Companies will not do that.
Because
Companies are going to rely on marketing agencies.
Because I think one of the things that Personage also represents is they are a part of the community.
Exactly.
They're very much aware that we are here for the community rather than the companies that are looking at you as, at the end of the day, your lead, your sales target. And what they're giving you is not something that's really genuine as much as something that's actually packaged for you. It's slick, it's nice, it's got bow wrap type on top of it. So it's a different type of offering when you're looking at what you as a creative are trying to work with. Now, as a creative, you should work with whoever you want to work with.
Of course.
You should pursue opportunity wherever you find it. But there should also be a realization or a balance, just like you said, between, giving back to the community or being engaged in the community, having roots there, and just pursuing the opportunity that is going to pay you the most or give you the biggest exposure or, be something that you really want to be involved in. It's always a balance. It's always a balance.
Here's the thing. If you want to work for yourself, it's 24/7.
Unless you want to get burnt out. Like,
Don't look at me. I'm not
I'm
burned
not-
out.
I'm
I'm not
just
burned
saying-
out. I'm not burned out.
Bro,
I'm good.
You're gonna start
I'm
twitching.
good.
In a few
I'm not gonna
minutes.
twitch at all.
I
bro.
mean,
I've been carrying y'all assholes for the last year.
That's the twitching.
What are you talking
That's the
about?
Roots are strong.
I got strong roots.
It's done. Okay.
No. The burnout part is not here anytime soon.
You want to. I understand. I understand the drive. I understand the motive. This is something that's mine. I want to grow it. I want to put all of.
You
my
have
effort
to.
into it. You have to. I
Because
understand.
no one's
that.
gonna give it to you.
I see that.
Especially it's a new business here.
Yeah.
Then nobody understands.
Yeah. And as much as you want to grow it, as much as you put in the effort and the energy and the tears into it, you also kind of need to take a step back. Sometimes just breathe.
Oh, and we're back to the first conversation.
Breathe.
No, I'm still at like.
He's
yeah.
not taking
Yeah,
it
don't
complex.
breathe.
No.
Like
Don't breathe. Okay, you keep working.
I care about my homies' health here. You know?
Yeah, come up to my level,
A,
please.
a well-renowned.
See
you
what
know,
no. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're telling me to go down to your level and
No, no,
relax.
no,
No,
I'm
you
not.
come up to my level, then we can have this conversation.
I got a ladder right now.
I'm just telling you, if you
Yeah.
come up to my level, then I can sleep.
Like this guy's holding it. That's a bit shaky. Going up here.
I swear to God, y'all assholes.
No, listen, it's that's what I said. It's levels. That's what I started with. When you give me that description, I recognize that what you're talking about is you having gone through this journey and reaching a point where you are actively pursuing and comfortable in pursuing the things that you want. Not everybody's there.
Yeah, but that was me deciding that I have to.
An active force of will.
Was it an active force?
It is. It is.
Or was it hunger?
No, you know what? It was you being put in a time and a place where you had the time to look at your options and realize, oh shit, like I want to do something else.
No, it was I had to look at options. It wasn't like, yo, I'm here now. Let me just look at it. No. I'm like, yo, I don't have anything for my future.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I used to always tell you, I was like, you'll get paid until when?
So somebody stops paying you.
There's a ceiling
Yeah.
Mm.
that you're gonna get to, and it's gonna stop. That's where you are. So your life will not get to another level unless you do something totally different and go up another step. Like this was always what I keep thinking about. I'm thinking about, okay, I'm 70, right? I'm retired.
I'm okay, inshallah.
No, I'm when I'm 70,
Oh,
Shamsi.
okay.
I'm
I
not
mean,
70
Yeah,
yet.
I was
Man,
concerned
like if
there
I
for
was
a
70
minute.
this young, damn
Yeah,
son,
like
damn.
what blood of virgins have you been
Catfish
swimming
are us. Anyway,
Okay.
what's his name? Like, what am I gonna do at 70? This is what I keep asking myself. I'm retired. What am I gonna do?
You're gonna, put your feet in the
How
pool.
much am I gonna have in the bank for me and for my grandkids? Right? It's not about giving them money. It's about, making life is getting hard, whether we fucking like it or not.
True.
Right now, owning a house is not as simple as making it out to be. You can own a house right now, yes, but you're gonna be working for a minute to pay it off.
Mhm.
And it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse. Anyone who's buying properties, Shimal Riyadh, knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking
Wallahi.
about.
Wallahi.
Look, the wealth has spoken.
Allah يعينكم. Like,
Allah
Allah ya'inkum. Allah ya'inkum.
علينا? Maybe. I don't know.
Alhamdulillah, we're good.
We're good. Oh, you guys should have been here before.
ما جيتوا قبل شهرين.
Oh my god. But anyway, so I'm looking at it as it's gonna be very hard for my future kids to own houses. It's gonna be very hard for them to own things to actually personally own.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be as simple. I mean, life is what it is today. You're struggling. You're looking at a struggle. What the fuck do you think is gonna be in 20?
A fucking struggle.
Exactly.
It's gonna be.
But it's gonna be a different level of struggle.
Yeah,
I mean, how are you gonna compete with AI, my guy?
you're not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is my point. If I'm at 70 and I can't work shit because I got all these robots doing everything for me, like, how am I surviving?
Very
Oh,
difficult.
right. Yeah. Speaking of that, I'm
yes,
sorry.
I know. We'll
have
get to
ask-
it. I have it on the list.
Okay, because I gotta ask. I
Yes.
want to know what's happening.
We'll get to
should
it.
I get to a shelter?
No. We'll
Okay.
get to it, man. Shams doesn't know what's going on. He's lost.
Okay.
Look, he's like a cat.
Okay.
What is this new subject that we are?
But anyway,
This is something creepy we're gonna get to.
I think it's our job. It's not, I think it's our responsibility
to push ourselves.
as we grow to make sure that we bring people along with us.
Amen.
And not for free exposure. If we have not reached out to you, it's because we can't afford you. Even if you're free,
Yeah.
we would like to give you something. But we brokies are still brokies. All right. So when that time comes, like, I want everybody to get paid. I want to disturb this fucking market, make sure people start getting paid. People who
People who should be paid.
people who should be paid. Exactly. Thank
Yeah,
you for that.
People who should be paid. People who deserve for the quality and for the hard work that they put in, and you see that. and you really want to showcase that.
But I think we should have a rule. Whenever someone takes off and they're doing great for themselves, we should not rely on them. We should find someone else to also help out.
There's always going to be new people.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's always going to be people around. So
It's,
True. But you don't want to pull anyone down. You don't want to hinder anyone from reaching their full potential, basically.
how am I?
That's what you're
hindering?
talking about, right?
Yes.
No, he's
Yeah.
talking about focusing on who you're and focusing on one and rather than on the many. When you find one person,
both of you are right.
yeah,
You should focus on the many, not the one.
yeah,
But at the same time, if you see someone blowing up, you should not be holding on to them.
yeah. Let them
Let them go.
let them go.
Let them soar. Let them fly high.
I mean, I hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope everybody does.
Off to other things.
Couple of things.
Have you guys watched Cocaine Cowboys on Netflix?
Not yet.
I've heard it's good.
You
What's
fuckers better
happening?
watch it.
Wallah?
I remember the
I fucking loved it.
I remember the Urgent documentary.
Bro, it's so dumb
Okay,
that
What's
it's
happening?
enjoyable.
What's happening? Tell me. Is it the new Tiger King?
they are
What's happening?
cowboys.
No.
No.
and
no.
they deal with.
I just
narcotics.
no, I'm not gonna ruin for anybody. you just gotta watch it.
Okay.
You just gotta watch
Is
it.
it fun? Is it serious?
It's fun.
Is it
okay.
actual cowboys?
No, but it's fun.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's fucking
I'll
hilarious.
check it out.
تعرف اللي يقول لك وجه مقصود مرق or some shit.
Eh, yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are moving like tons and tons of coke, and they have a boat racing team.
Wow.
They're in the media.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you one story.
I will hide in plain sight.
Okay, I will tell you one story. This one idiot got caught in LA, right? And he escaped to Miami.
Okay.
And then the sheriff, I think months later, was on like switching TV, and he sees that fucker like doing an interview after winning a race.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. You gotta watch it.
That's
Hate it.
dumb.
I've been trying to tell you for like a while. I had it on for since the day it came out.
Sure.
I just keep forgetting,
Okay.
but it's really,
Some-
really
Something new for the rotation.
It's on my list. It's on my list. You gotta check it out.
no. You got to. Now for what Turks is talking about.
What the fuck?
Do you know what Tesla announced, Shamsi?
What did they announce?
An AI robot.
What?
Yeah, see, I told you, man, you're not in
Humanoid?
tune with the time, my guy.
Humanoid AI robot.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember those motherfuckers from iRobot?
Okay.
Same.
تمزح.
Same.
لا تمزح.
Here's the video. He announced a couple days
There's
ago.
a video? I didn't see the
Yeah,
video.
yeah. He did a full presentation.
I saw a picture. I'm like, ha!
Oh
No.
shit! I saw this pic
Yes.
and I didn't realize what it was. I'm like,
Yes.
what the fuck is this?
It's on AI Day.
What is this supposed to?
So the idea
do?
is supposed to basically take care of mundane tasks, according to Elon Musk. That's the setup.
That is the setup.
The setup is it's going to help you in your day-to-day tasks, things that you don't feel like doing, it will do it for you.
Yeah, like doing the dishes.
Yes.
It's a full-sized person.
Yes, it's a
Make-
full-size
making the
person.
bed.
Exactly, yes.
Fuck.
Taking
Hey.
over the family. Becoming the father.
I had a same
Mundane tasks.
Love my children.
Show affection. Wow.
Show affection to my kids.
Wow.
I ain't down for that.
Like, I mean, if you
All right.
have to program a robot for affection.
okay. And so it's for a world built by humans for humans. It's friendly. Eliminates dangerous, repetitive, boring tasks. All right.
Okay. Dangerous, repetitive, boring. So like chopping wood.
Yes.
I can give it wood to
Hold
chop.
on. Height is
That checks out.
5'8".
Dangerous.
Height is 5'8". Sorry, ladies.
Okay. Is that good or bad?
Oh, he's not 6.
Okay.
For some reason.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, like 4'3". Anyway, so it's gonna weigh 125 pounds. It's gonna have a speed of 5 miles an hour, so you can outrun it. Thank God. And arm extended lift is gonna be 10 pounds. Deadlift 150 pounds.
What?
Carry capacity 45 pounds. Well, not that much.
45
Yeah,
pounds.
this is.
Yeah, we'll be able to work out for you.
This is-
kilograms.
this is
The metric-
V1.
Metric.
My
Oh.
guy. This is V1. They're gonna
ابغى اعرف
update
اذا
that
تقدر
shit.
تشيلني ولا لا.
That makes it a cheat. Like,
ما يقدر يشيلني؟ كويس.
you're 200
كويس.
something.
كويس. That's good to know.
Listen,
That's good to know.
listen.
So as long as he can't carry me, I'm
Yeah,
good.
I'm good.
Bro, he can do so many other bad things to you.
What? I can outrun it. It can't carry me. I'm good.
It can
For now.
punch you to death.
But it's slow.
It's slow.
Punches at 5 miles an hour.
You know what it's gonna do? Say, come here, buddy. It's gonna start choking you.
Exactly. Can bash you with its head. You know.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
did they tell you how much it costs?
Not yet.
When is it coming out?
I have no idea. Well, you think I care?
Like I care. Like I need to start.
I'm packing up the house with water.
I gotta prepare the shelter. Once
There we go. That's
No
what
need for a
I'm
shelter,
talking
but just a hose.
Bro, that's
Is this
just,
thing waterproof?
Exactly. Well, wait to find out.
I mean, imagine that with the dog. Imagine that talking to the dog. Just imagine.
The Boston Dynamics dog.
Yeah.
Was it? Oh.
The police dog.
Do you know what happened with the Boston Dynamic dog?
The police dog.
Yes.
تركبوا عليه الحين.
No, لا ركب أشياء كثيرة.
Bro, it
Okay.
jumps buildings now. It's like Spider-Man.
No, there's another company. It's a Chinese company. I think it was I don't remember, Xiaomi or something. It's a cell phone company.
I'm a so copycat.
Yes, they did a copycat of that one.
But it's a fox.
No, it looks exactly like it,
Okay.
except it's not for $75,000.
It's like 20.
No, I'm at 20.
I'm gonna do.
$1,200.
Just stab him.
I swear to God.
Stab him.
Yes.
No,
We're
no
so
way.
Yeah. Of course, it's not gonna have the same capabilities.
Yeah.
I'm sure for a fucking fact it's not.
It barks and does a backflip.
But if it tells you if they got to that part right now for $1,250,
So,
imagine.
would you buy the robot?
Which one?
The Tesla robot?
The humanoid?
Yeah.
It's not
I don't
Tesla
know.
robot. Okay, oh, you mean the AI robot حقهم?
Yeah.
I was thinking about the dog.
No. Would you buy the Tesla robot?
Yes, definitely.
You would.
No doubt.
Why?
I'm dying either way.
Okay.
So
Might as well have a robot. to
hey,
witness
I know.
that, you know?
In the
See,
future, you're gonna have cars that are gonna drive themselves. So one is gonna run you off the cliff without you knowing.
True.
All right. There's a lot of possibilities for you to die.
But see, with the robot, I would buy it just to befriend one before the uprising
Oh,
happens.
he's friends.
Not to like become an ally.
My guy.
You gotta think. We're just talking about thinking about the
How-
future.
how-
Shamsa.
wait,
you
he's-
gotta think about the future.
he's
When
there
you're
to-
70 and robots took over, what are you gonna do?
Wait, he is there to serve you. You know this, right? He is there. He is you are his master.
I'm gonna show you this. This is what Will Smith posted. All right. See
yeah, I
this?
saw that. I think I saw that. I saw that. I was like, I didn't get it. I was like,
Because
I
remember his movie?
iRobot.
Yes.
Okay, now I
That's-
get it.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Shit.
I saw that shit. Yeah.
I'm not sure I would buy one, honestly.
Oh,
What if it was given to you? Khalas.
as a gift, as a birthday gift.
Not even a birthday gift. And let's say by that time, if they became so fucking cheap to build
Okay.
that it became mandatory people have it at home for the government to spy on you.
Oh.
Okay.
حطه بالحوش. He deals with the trees.
Tied with
I
a
won't
little
give him an
doghouse.
axe.
Came
The
barra.
one thing I won't do is give him an axe.
Oh my God. I can see it right now.
No, but again, I don't think this is going to be cheap. A.
Now it's not going to be. I'm talking
Of course
about 20 years, my
Dude,
guy.
No,
ما
no.
طلعوا التسلا سايبر تراك ولا رودستر تبيهم يطلعون هذا الحين.
Roadster is.
chill.
Bro, there's a robot here. This is more important things to talk about.
See, you're saying didn't release it, okay? Boston Dynamics have been fucking with us nonstop.
Bro,
Did you
NY,
see the last video?
NYPD have robot dogs now.
I'm sure you saw that. I posted the last video on my
No,
NASA.
Instagram.
don't tell me the
NASA has robot dogs now.
the fake one with the CGI robots doing backflips and parkour.
The fake.
The parkour robots.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
fake.
that's not fake.
That's fake.
Okay.
Dude, that's fake.
That's not fake.
All
bro.
right, man. Let
No,
him.
no, no,
Let him.
no,
Let
no,
him.
I'm sorry.
Let him.
No, he needs to
sorry.
be prepared.
No, it's okay. Let him.
You need
let
to
him.
open your
The
eyes.
physics.
I was just saying this. You need to open your eyes, bro.
The physics of the synchronized backflip do not make sense.
For real?
It does not make sense.
Yeah, it is
whatsoever.
called mechanics.
So,
It is called algorithms and data.
See, this looks realistic.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Not the one before.
yes.
It's just
Either way, fuck these guys.
it's just programming.
You guys can go to Boston Dynamics
Can I
official
have a conversation?
and look at this scary ass shit. I want you guys to see this.
What? Okay.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
Yes.
Nope.
We are now into nightmare
I
mode.
do not approve of
Yes.
this.
What?
Yes, this is the dog with the claw,
I do not approve of
which is which is an accessory that you can buy.
I mean,
accessory.
yes.
Like a phone case. قاعد يبيعون على جنب.
the
Nuh-uh.
question,
No, thank
would I be able to have a conversation with the robot AI?
Do you want to have a conversation?
I mean, I don't know. Would it be able to respond to me? Would I be able to, you know what I'm
Don't-
talking about?
yeah, just-
Would it be able actually to respond to me in what I'm saying?
It will,
well, I made you play.
Is it like, no, Siri doesn't respond
bro.
to me.
The second quantum, mechanics gets set up properly,
Okay.
quantum computing,
Computing.
we are done for.
Who's
Please.
we?
Us as a society.
Okay, so the human race.
yes.
Are you
We're
for,
done.
No, for real, for real.
No, I think it's gonna get to the point that it's what's name. It's gonna be doing every single little detail for us. It's not gonna matter anymore.
So we don't need to do anything?
yeah, we'll go to that conversation that we had before: universal healthcare, universal welfare, basic income. I mean, universal welfare.
I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah. So all of that is gonna take place because you're not gonna be important, bro. I told you about what's the name.
Of course I'm
There's a
important.
website called OpenAI for the people who do not know,
I am my own
where they
snowflake.
put all these AI scripts that are like still being built for you to look at. What's the
Yeah.
possibility, and you can use it for whatever you have. So they had this thing.
like a toaster.
Something
They have
like-
this thing called Codex.
Okay.
So basically, it's an AI that you tell it to program.
Bas.
You
Yes.
say coaster. Coaster or call it?
So let's say a coaster. Let's just say coaster. Okay.
Coaster. Coaster. Okay. Do
That's
job.
so demeaning.
Yes.
You're gonna be the first one to knock out. Who do we call first? The dude that called us coaster.
Who said coaster?
Bro, it's a robot. It doesn't give a shit about letters.
Coaster who? Huh? Coaster who?
They deal with
With a
numbers.
bat on top of coaster who?
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna hold them with the claw from the back of his throat.
And you want to test a robot in your house. Yeah, those they can
No.
communicate. That
No, thank you. I made you.
exactly.
I made you play that game,
Bro, if it's next to the internet, خلاص راحت عليك.
Ila,
Oh my
never
God.
plug AI to the internet.
But it's in your
Yes.
house.
We have to. No, we can't.
Bro, by that time, the
Not in my
internet's gonna
house.
be everywhere.
Do you think يصير سواق?
The reason that we said
Even
driverless
with
cars.
Self-driving cars.
It was a walk.
No.
No.
Give me old school one.
No.
سواق شماغ قال سواق.
I can send them on errands, you know.
See, that's what happens with rich people.
Go to some,
They made it simple. We want it to be simpler.
No.
I still want a driver for my driverless car.
like somebody needs to open the door, right? Like who's gonna open the door? Like,
The car.
car, my guy. You're gonna pull up to who's gonna say, "Hey, welcome."
You played that game, Detroit Become Human.
no,
Sahala.
no,
I made you play that game. Don't say no.
He doesn't
You played
remember.
I don't remember.
It's basically a cinematic narrative story video game, whatever. It basically takes you through the lifetime of 3 AI servants
Okay.
in a futuristic world.
Ooh, that one.
That
Okay.
one. That's exactly the whole idea behind the game is when the shift happens from them being servants to them gaining consciousness.
Sentience.
Yes, basically. Is that what we're gonna get to at some point with these robots?
Hmm,
Are they gonna
good question.
develop some sort of consciousness? What are the limitations of robot rights?
You know that they're
None.
actually, you know,
Hey, see?
no, you know,
None.
there's
Who said that? Someone said that back in history. I remember that.
I
don't know.
remember.
Maybe the white man? It sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
It's always whitey.
But history is going to repeat itself somehow.
Look, of course, it's not gonna have a conscience,
wait.
but okay. You're already trying to teach it to have good decision making
Are we
skills.
talking about quantum or regular?
Let's go all out.
Okay.
Quantum's around the corner, by the way.
You know what I'm imagining? I'm imagining all of these motherfucking robots, okay, being connected to one another across the globe. I'm imagining them all having one hive mind of a fucking brain that listens to every single fucking conversation and records every single fucking thing it sees. And as it does that, there is a machine learning process where it learns from all of these interactions and it grows and evolves.
That's
and-
called machine learning.
Yeah, but imagine
A machine that learns. Yes, machine learning.
Yes, that's what it's called. That's the purpose.
But imagine,
Yeah.
but usually it's done in a
But to
way
what
that's
extent?
limited. It's
Yeah.
done in a way that's not,
Well, that's what Elon Musk has been like preaching about. Like, what's the law?
And here you are opening this up to basically every human interaction this robot has.
Exactly.
So you are taking life and mining it for data.
Here's my question. If it does
I don't
get
want
to
to be
that,
mined for data.
hold on. If it gets to that, you're already getting mined for data. Facebook
Not-
says hi.
Not by an AI.
Instagram says hello.
Not by an AI.
Oh, really?
with-
They listen to the mic and just give you exactly what you're asking for.
but it doesn't have a face. Now it has a face.
Here's a question. All right. Let's say they get so smart that they're like tapped into the whole system.
Hmm.
All right. How are you gonna hide nuclear codes from them?
You don't.
You can't.
See what I mean?
See, this is why so many movies have been written and so many books have been written. So all of this shit
Yes.
has been played out in the various,
Yes, but then it's
media vehicles that
it's
exist.
being played out in fantasy.
Trust me.
No, don't say trust me. Don't say trust me. Relax.
So
relax.
much weirder than fantasy.
Relax. Yeah, we understand that.
yeah.
But I'm saying, like, do not put them as a reference.
No, but truth, nuclear codes are supposed to be separate. They're supposed to be like unconnected, air gapped to the regular internet. That's supposed to be.
I know.
Keyword.
You like the word air gap.
Thank
don't
you.
you?
Thank you.
So I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at as you said,
I'm a simple man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, Shamsi. I'm a simple man.
when you become obsolete as labor, when your labor is no longer needed,
Which is soon.
okay, then what the fuck are you doing with yourselves? And these guys are there to be in your homes bad.
And this is what I told you when I'm 70. What the fuck am I gonna do? If I'm gonna be worthless, what's my value? I guarantee you, one day in the future, someone's gonna say, "Hey, we got all these old people. We don't need them.
Shoot
They
it.
have zero value. They're taking up a lot of our healthcare system. Yo, what could we do?"
تعالوا اوريكم في حفره حلوه فيها لقينا كنز تبغوا تشوفوا الكنز.
You're gonna wake up that Tesla robot is gonna tell you, yo, it's time.
Yeah.
It's time, yes.
We gotta go.
It's gonna bathe you before it kills you.
It's gonna be soothing.
You're gonna be weeping on the bath. You're like, it's okay. It's
okay.
It's okay.
There.
There. Death is for all.
Oh wow. See, this is why people think we're so fucking dark. There's people going to sleep listening to this shit, guys. Let's not give them more nightmares. Swear to God.
Oh my
Some
God.
people just woke up like, you know.
Death is in the air.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
So don't buy the robot. We're trying to say here, don't buy the robot.
I think it will get to a point that it's not really a choice anymore.
Bro, listen, I think you're gonna find it in places where you go out in public. Don't be surprised if you find it as a fucking bartender somewhere, or you find it as a parking fucking machine. You get my point? Like some of these mundane tasks.
Yeah, but why do you need the humanoid figure if you're gonna be
To scare the shit out of you.
Question.
Scare the shit out of you.
I do not remember where I saw this because I've been looking for a lot of things for a long time, but it has to do with AI.
Looking at a lot of things for a long time.
yes. English is not my strong suit. Anyway,
I use
Nor is logic, apparently.
yes, Logic is not one of my features.
Okay.
What's his name? Logic is a rapper. I was looking at this. I don't remember which university it was. They had a robot create music.
Okay.
Because the question is, like, shout out to Ibrahim. Ibrahim does amazing fucking mixes.
Yes,
Right?
it does.
So now Ibrahim is doing a mix for me, right?
Mm.
And he knows, like, he's looking at the crowd.
Yes.
And when he's DJing, he's looking at the people, how they're reacting. He's going back and forth. صح ولا لا? So now the question is, would there be a robot that can replicate that?
Doesn't give a shit about your feelings. Doesn't care.
Relax. We're saying if they do take over and we get to music, all right? Like let's say,
You know what it'll do? I'll tell you what they'll
wait. Stop. All right. Let's say now you have a robot that you can basically do all your tracks and he can go around the world playing it for you live. All right. And like can put on like, you know, a mask that looks like you, whatever it is.
Okay.
But could a robot replicate what Ibrahim does when he DJs? How he reacts to the people in front of him?
No.
That's the question.
Well, does the robot perceive the same kind of information?
Because right now, robots are being taught through sensors to understand facial features. For example, in your car right now, which is an old feature, I don't know about your car, but I think yours does, is that when you act like you're about to fall asleep on the wheel, the car tells you need coffee.
Okay.
Because it's a sensor infrared reading your face.
Yeah.
Your iPhone reads your face.
Mine doesn't do that.
Okay. I'm sure. That's why I said not yours. Okay.
No, but I
But
think it does.
I don't know
if
about
right now it could read. Right now on the new S Class, there's a fucking sensor that knows how far you are and where your eye is located, so it can give you the 3D display, so you can see the gauges. Like I feel like they're like, you know, basically like they're going further down or some shit like that.
How do you see the gauges?
Kida.
See
that. All right.
Yeah.
So it could look like it's in layers. That's what I mean. All right. So that's available right now. So you mean tell me they're not gonna have a robot that's gonna read people's like faces?
Bro, robots right now read people's faces. We do have facial recognition robots that can pick out people from a crowd.
That's facial recognition.
Yeah, no,
That's different. I'm talking about looking at emotion.
That's the thing. Emotion. You just said it. It's feeling.
Yes.
It's mechanics. Mechanics and feelings don't really mix. You know, they can tell that, you know, you're sweating or you have a high heart rate, but okay, and the numbers tell them you're probably anxious about something. But yo, maybe you just saw somebody you're really crushing over. You know,
Yeah,
they don't be able to tell the context.
Is that what happens to you, my guy?
Yo, yeah. Doesn't that happen
If
to
you ever
anybody?
see Shams sweating.
Exactly. And anxious.
High heart rate.
And scratching himself.
Exactly. Like now.
It's mating season.
There's a scent in the air. No, but that's
Oh
the
my
thing.
God.
The context. That's
Because
what
it'll
I'm
be
saying.
awesome. You know why? Because if the robot just sees faces and starts to change the music, we all just go there and start frowning.
You know what?
Right?
Yeah.
See, I'm pretty sure that's gonna like fuck up a human DJ too.
Exactly.
Like, if he also goes, what the fuck?
Shuf, a robot is going to go for a technically proficient track that looks so beautiful on a graph but sounds like shit. You get my point?
I know.
That's what a robot goes. It goes
No.
for technical excellence that doesn't really relate to humans.
There's this test that they did where they gave you two pieces of music. One was composed by a human, one was composed by a robot. Have you ever tried that test?
No.
You will be fooled each and every time.
You know why?
Why?
Because the robot learned by studying every single human composition that
Exactly.
existed and mimicking.
Mimicking.
not creating.
Exactly.
Mimicry. There's a difference between.
Yeah, you put a robot on a stage.
The robot doesn't understand what it's doing when it does what it does. For the robot, it's just numbers. It's
True.
not like when you are a person, when you are a Mozart or you're a Bach, when you are writing the music, they heard the fucking music in their heads.
I get it, but a robot can mimic that. Just like a robot can mimic that, it can mimic.
So a robot, I'm with you. A robot can give you a number one hit, but a robot can't DJ for you. That's why I said.
No,
that's why it's very specific.
Yeah, because
If you put a robot on a stage with a human DJ for, let's say, 10 years, don't you think it can learn everything the DJ is doing and how the crowd is reacting to it?
That's a good question. That's a good.
It's all metrics.
Thank
and It's
you.
all data.
That's a really good question.
At the end of the day, with machine learning, you can perceive that kind of information and translate it.
it depends on how good the robot is at actually capturing that data and translating it into something that's useful.
Exactly. When you're
So-
70, do you think the robots are going to be that good?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, if fucking Elon is
yeah.
selling humanoids right now,
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
bro, why
It's
did Honda never sell humanoids? Was it
Because they're
Honda?
decent people.
No, but where was it? Sony, the Asimo one, was it?
Yeah, the Asimo for Sony.
That never really came out. Never really.
They're not supposed to come out.
Really?
They're just showing you what technology could do now. How far they went.
It was terrible.
No, it wasn't. For its time, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. For its time, it was amazing, which was like a couple of years ago.
No, I'm talking about early 2000s.
Bro, until like a couple of years ago, they'd be still give you new upgrades.
Anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna get spending now talking about Honda and Sony's little dancing robot that no one cares about.
Yeah, did jig.
That's a gimmick.
The dancing robot?
Yeah, that's a gimmick.
Bro, I'm fascinated to see what this fucking
Tesla robot does.
what is it even called?
I think it's called the
The Deathbringer?
Deathbringer.
Deathbringer. I think it's called Salamtic.
No, that
Let me.
would be
I had
a
it
great
open
name.
somewhere. Hold up, I got it.
XYZ100.
No, it's not
No,
his.
that's his
That's his son.
child.
That's his son.
Yeah.
That's not him. That's his son.
That's his human child.
Yes.
Yes.
It's probably called Dave or something.
Oh, shit.
Swear to God. Like some
Oh.
white shit like that. You know, this is not threatening. You know, you'll accept it. He's just Dave.
It's just Tesla robot. No, Tesla bot.
Tesla.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound like death in my ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you home? Tesla bot's coming.
Oh, shit. It's back to banks. How did
Oh.
he die? He was botted. You know.
Oh my god.
See, we try to keep a positive outlook, and then shit like that comes out in the news, man. How can I say positive if shit like that's in the news?
Well, it is positive.
How is it positive, bro?
Well, look, if they
I'm
tell
being
me,
made redundant
if they tell me,
as a
listen,
human. What are they going to tell you?
are you done?
Sure.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's done. Madly.
If they tell me, well, these robots are gonna be made, but they're only exclusive to people who are,
There you go.
okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to find the right word because they get angry. I mean, they got angry last time I said disabled.
Okay.
Gifted, I think was the word.
I mean,
I don't know. Anyway, so people who need it, let's say that. Okay.
okay.
Then I'll tell you, yes, go ahead. If someone lost their their arms in war,
So exoskeletons. We're fine with exoskeletons.
yes.
Yeah.
If it's going to help someone that need it, I'm down with it.
Cyborgs, I'm okay with. It's half
Yeah,
human at
definitely,
least.
yes.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
there's a
The
soul.
human
there.
element needs to be there.
Yeah.
So about quantum computing, the F-35.
لا تخوفني زيادة تكفى.
No, first off, the F-35. That's why it has so many sensors because it has AI codes into it that
That's
can
a
read and
plane,
machine
right?
learn. Yeah, the plane. It's a fighter jet.
His name is Michael.
Okay, it's a fighter jet, right? So it's doing a lot of machine learning, and this is why I had problems when it came out.
Okay.
And so right now, I think Boeing and are working with Microsoft on creating this supersonic. Microsoft or IBM, one of them. They're working on the supersonic plane, right? And it's built off of quantum computing.
Okay.
So the idea of when quantum computing clicks, it already clicked. It didn't click fully. It just already clicked. It's already being used.
Just not.
It says they're not there, but once they're there, it's game over, son.
Yeah.
Yes, it's game over.
Turks shelter.
Yep.
Yeah,
Shelter. Shout out to everyone who's stuck around till now. We apologize.
Yes.
Do your thing. Whatever.
We hope you have shelters.
We hope you have shelters and
Yeah.
robots.
And no, don't get the robots.
Anyway, shout out to our tens and tens of listeners and tens of viewers. Thank you for joining us. It's your little friend Adil and your little other friend Turks and your big friend Shamsi.
Thanks.
We out?
We are.
Pieces?
We're good.
Peace.
Peace.